Hello fellow freedom seekers and welcome back to the channel. Today we are in Médano on Tenerife, where we are spending our winter break. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Kat, and for most of the year I live in the UK, where I work on a campsite and I live in a caravan there. And we are in Médano today. It's super windy, it's normal for Médano, and we are surrounded by campervans and motorhomes. And we were thinking with my husband, perhaps we could hire a motorhome and explore Tenerife in a motorhome. There are so many of them here, but then we decided against it. And in this video, I'm going to share our reasons why we are not going to do a van life on Tenerife. So if you are interested, give this video a like and keep watching. They are just everywhere, especially in spots close to the beach. It's okay to park and sleep in your caravan or a motorhome on Tenerife, wherever you can park your car. So as long as you don't camp, you don't put your chairs out, you don't put a table out, you don't do a barbecue, you will be okay in a van, sleeping in it like this. I'm holding my mic like this because it's super windy and I hope you will be able to hear me through this wind. So we thought at first, oh, this could be really lovely because there are so many beautiful places where we could park a van, and there are many companies which hire them here on Tenerife, and they advertise it, they market their motorhome adventures as a way to explore the island in a beautiful way and in an authentic way, to be at one in nature and so on. However, there are hardly any facilities for caravans and motorhomes on Tenerife. There are literally a few areas, a few campsites which offers is very poor. It's nothing like in the UK from my research. There are also spots where you can reserve a free spot for camping in your motorhome, but these are quite limited and they are up in the north and they are in really remote locations. So how people get to them in motorhomes, I have no idea. And I'm here on the coast of Médano, and when you walk among the beach, you can walk for 2 miles and there are literally 2 public toilets here. So when it comes to exploring Tenerife in an authentic way, that's the sad reality of it. And as I walk here near the beach, the stench of urine is just unbearable. I'm not pointing any fingers, but there is no Elson point here. There is nowhere to empty your cassette toilet. Living in your motorhome right next to the beach sounds really romantic, and it is, and it may be enjoyable as long as your water tank is full, your cassette toilet is empty, and you have some power in your leisure battery to charge your phone and your laptop. The vans are literally everywhere, and at least with recycling and rubbish, they can use the recycling points on the street, so there are no rubbish flying here, but just the number of vans is overwhelming. So far the local residents don't mind because there are no prohibition signs, but probably it's only a matter of time. And look, these guys came from Denmark and these guys came all the way from Poland. As I said earlier, we were thinking about hiring a motorhome here, but the prices for camping are quite high. It's about 20-30 euros per night for both of us. And after reading the reviews, we realized that those campsites here, they are nothing like campsites in the UK, nothing like what we are used to back home. So that's another reason we decided not to hire a motorhome. But the final one and the most important to us is the financial aspect, and I will talk about it towards the end of this video. Also, I have to tell you that I'm almost 40, and for most of my working year I live in a caravan, so this also has a huge impact on my opinion and how I view van life here on Tenerife. All those vans are left empty for a day, so people are pretty confident that no one will break in, but for me it would be a worry. I would be worried about leaving my van for all day, and I would be really worried what I find when I come back, whether the van is still in one piece, whether someone broke in or slashed my tires, because these things happen. So in terms of living in a van here, this would be the way to access water and fetch water. This would be your shower, unless you have a shower in your van, but you would still have to fetch water. So an average van has a tank of about 100 liters. This is quite a lot of bottle carrying and fetching water from here. So of course it's doable, because there are ways of getting water, there are containers for recycling, so you could get rid of your waste and recycling. The biggest problem here is obviously the toilet. Lack of public facilities, lack of points to empty your cassette. And come on, be real, people have to go to toilet. I have no idea how all those people manage if they live here on the street, and there are literally tens of them. These guys parked near the town. Many campers choose more remote spots, further afield and in the middle of nowhere, where probably toilet is not such a problem if you have a little spade with you. Campers are literally just parked here. There are no signs of any activity, no signs of life, and it seems that those guys living here are very tolerant. But it's probably just a matter of time when sleeping like this will be banned because of the sheer number of people doing it. But having worked for most of the year, having worked hard, I want some luxuries when I'm on a holiday. This is my idea of a holiday luxury. My very own shower, clean and private. Unlimited electricity. Security. Real size kitchen with the freezer where I can freeze ice. The biggest joke here on Tenerife is that it costs exactly the same money to hire a motorhome for a night and to hire this 3-bedroom apartment for a night. And it's simply annoying and really frustrating that they charge so much for campers and motorhomes. Over 100 euros per night for a camper, for an ugly conversion without a toilet. That's the offer I've seen here locally in Médano, and for about 50 euros a night, which is a price of a 1-bedroom flat, you can get a Citroën Berlingo or a Renault Kangoo with a mattress in the middle and a little gas camping stove. And people here rent these vehicles as campers just because someone put a mattress inside and maybe a tiny stove. But who's to blame? The people who pay this kind of money for such poor service. So we refused to pay this kind of money, and I refused worrying what to do with the full cassette, and I chose a normal toilet in the apartment. I know it's a completely different kind of a holiday, it's a completely different kind of an experience, and probably if I wasn't living in a caravan in a tiny space for most of the year, I would pay this kind of money for a motorhome or a camper van to have an adventure outside in the wild. And probably I would just join and, join the crowds doing this. But for me, honestly, the price, the costs and the pressure of doing van life in a place where there are no facilities for van life. It's not like France or even mainland Spain, where you have IRES with services for camper vans in a motorhomes. Here, there's hardly anything. In Los Cristianos, there is an IRE, and it's literally a car park with a manhole for emptying your grey waste, and that's it. This is the idea of the local IRE for motorhomes. So, I will not be supporting businesses renting motorhomes here on the island, and I think it's only a matter of time when the locals will start to oppose this whole business. They seem very tolerant for now, but let's be real. Such a huge number of campervans and motorhomes and people living off-grid, sooner or later that will start to create problems for local communities. Anyway, I'm looking forward to hearing your opinions, whether you would hire a motorhome here or an apartment for the same money, or maybe even for half of the cost of motorhome. It is unbelievable that you can have a one-bedroom flat or a studio for the half of the cost of hiring a motorhome. But I've done van life before. For over a year I was living in a camper, in a motorhome, and I know what it's like, and I know how hard it is without proper facilities. But I've had this experience, and now, today, I can say with a hand on my heart, thank you very much. If I can have a choice between a flat and a motorhome, I prefer a flat. But I know that I will not experience such an adventurous holiday here, being based in one place, than I would if I was exploring Tenerife in a camper. It could be risky, it could be dangerous, but it could be fun too. So I'm looking forward to your opinions, and let me know what you would choose, whether you would choose a motorhome or a camper or a flat if the cost was the same. For me, it's not a brainer, but as I said before, and you know me, I live in a caravan for most of the year. So the sun is shining, so I'm going to get changed and enjoy the sunshine on the roof and have a cold drink because I did a lot of talking. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you gave this video a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. It is free and it's a very great way of telling me, hey, we enjoy your videos, please keep posting them our way. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.